Alright guys, we're going to be doing a skin comparison between the tier 100 skins of Season 6 and Season 7 of Fortnite. We're going to be looking at the Ice King from Season 7 that just released versus the Dire skin from Season 6. Now, I do expect this to be a pretty close battle because both of these skins, again, are really cool. And I do just tend to think that a lot of these tier 100 skins are sick. They're top of the line and they're tier 100 skins for a reason. But every time I do these videos, the comment section always have this like clear one-sided winner. The last video I did where we did season 6 versus season 5, that was the Dire skin versus the Ragnarok skin. I'll show you guys up on screen all of your comments that you put down in that video. It's almost like entirely Dire. Everyone thought the Dire skin was better than the Ragnarok skin. I honestly thought the Ragnarok skin was a cooler skin, but the Dire skin it definitely is a cool looking werewolf skin. It evolves into this crazy werewolf guy. It starts off as a normal guy and then turns into the werewolf. It definitely is a really cool concept, and it's a really insane tier 100 skin, and you guys, just pretty much showed that within the comment section of that video. So this video, you can either comment now or comment later on in this video, but at some point comment below what skin do you think is the better tier 100 skin, the Ice King or the Dire skin from obviously season 6 versus season 7. And throughout this video, maybe I'll change your mind. I'll talk about these two skins, we'll look at them and we'll see what is the better skin. I'll have my own opinion at the end of the video, but you guys will obviously pretty much ultimately decide what skin is better, because it's not just my take here, it's all of your guys' takes in the comment section below, and I'll obviously put those comments up on my next video where I reveal the results. So that being said, leave your comments below which skin is the better skin, and let's get started. So let's start off here with what we already know, and this is what you guys decided as the best tier 100 skin out of season 5 and season 6. We have the Dire skin. It's a really insanely looking cool skin. You start off as this normal guy. There's 6 different sort of levels to it. You start off and you obviously you move through pretty quickly. You turn into this werewolf at a pretty fast rate, but you change colors. You have like this sort of blue effect, and then you at the end have this crazy just fully formed werewolf. It's insanely looking skin. It's just cool looking at it within the game, seeing this skin move around. And I think this is the case I made within my other video as to why this is such a cool skin. When you're seeing the skin move around in the game, it just stands out. Some of these skins sort of just blend in with other similar Fortnite skins, but there's no skin really within Fortnite that has this sort of animal beast like werewolf effect. I know that's what it is, it's a werewolf, but it just is so unique in the fact that it just is different from all of these other skins. I don't know how to explain it. It's a werewolf. You don't really have that many animal based skins like that are just so cool and fierce looking. Obviously the Ragnarok, like from season 5, and all of these other different skins, they're sick, but they have the same sort of general idea, like this sort of fully suited armored person. It's just, it almost gets old after a while. But having the change of pace in the werewolf skin, he isn't really decked out. Like if you look at the Ragnarok and a lot of these other skins like the Red Knight and stuff, they're really decked out. They're cool skins. They they have a lot of armor to them. They have a lot of they're big massive skins, and they just take up a lot of space. But the werewolf skin, it's sort of a skinnier skin, but just definitely looks like a cool looking unique skin within the game, something we've never seen before. So I do think it's a really insane skin. But now let's move on to the Ice King. Okay, so the Ice King, again, just released season 7 tier 100. It has 4 sort of levels to it. You start off here with a bluish color, you go to red, you go to white, and then at the end you go to like this orange fire. Okay, this is a cool skin. Let's just talk about the skin in general, and then we'll talk about sort of the progression to it after that. So the skin, again, it's a cool looking skin. I think in the advertisements, personally, it looked a lot more interesting, but within the game, it honestly seems a bit too similar to a lot of the other skins we have been seeing. I think they could have done a lot more to really make it like this Ice King base skin. Now, it's hard for me to explain what I want in an Ice King skin, but I think you guys could sort of agree with me in that this skin, it just seems a bit too similar to a lot of the other skins we have been seeing, and I think definitely, you know, the Ragnarok skin, a lot more cool, a lot more intricate. The design was a lot better on that skin than it is with the Ice skin. Now, not to say, again, I'm nitpicking here, the Ice skin, the Ice King skin, that is, it's a really cool skin. It's definitely a sick skin. It fits with the theme, but especially the final form, I'm not so sure why its final level that you progress through is orange. You know, you would think it would be like the snowy bluish form, or maybe the whole armor would actually turn blue, would frost over, and you'd have like this sort of, you know, electrifying blue frost like power within the Ice skin, like the Ice King skin radiating within him, and you would think that's like the final form. That would be a sick tier 100 skin, but instead the final form of this skin, it's just like, it's orange and doesn't really fit the Ice King's theme. It doesn't really fit the snowy theme. Why is it orange? You know, you'd think it would be blue or something around like some snowy type ice effect. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking here. Also, there's only 4 levels to its progression. And the progression is, it's the same thing, and you're not even, you know, progressing through the skin. You're just changing the color. You know, like from the first to the 4th level, it's the same exact skin. You pretty much literally nothing changes. If you look through it again, like I showed you or on the screen, and you look in your game, it's on your game right now, nothing changes. The Dire skin, that's the most progression we've seen through a skin, I think, ever within any tier 100 skin. Obviously, they only started doing these progressional tier 100 skins a couple seasons ago, so it hasn't been around for a while, but even with that case, now, you know, it looks like they scaled back. You could start off with the Ice King skin maybe as a lower level, and then it progresses up into this crazy sort of Ice Lord type creature, but it really, with this, stays the same the whole time. You're only changing the colors, and even the order of colors just doesn't seem right to me. So I think in this case, they could have done a lot more work to make this skin an actually like cool looking skin. I mean, okay, it's cool. It's a cool looking skin. It's hard for me to give, just keep in mind, this is constructive criticism, and this is for the sake of comparison. So comparing to the Dire skin personally, I think, is a lot better than the Ice King skin. Now, if you look at the Ice King skin alone, think about the Dire skin was never created. Think about, you know, make it so like all of these other skins were never created. If you just had the Ice King skin, it's a solid skin. It's a cool looking skin. So don't get me wrong, I'm glad they have this skin. I definitely want to go for it, and everyone should go for it. It's a sick skin. But if you compare it to other skins, if you compare it to the Dire skin like we're doing within this video, and even compare it to past skins like the Ragnarok skin, I think this skin just is too inferior, and there's a lot of things they could have done to make it fit with the theme a bit better, to beef up its armor, to make the progression actually worthwhile. I don't know, there's just too many little things that I feel like they could have easily done to make the Ice King skin a really sick skin. And even the name sounds so cool. It's such a cool skin, and I feel like they just messed up a little bit. They did a good job, but the Dire skin, again, I think I'm going to agree with a lot of people with the last video. The Dire skin is just the better skin in this case. So again, leave your comments below. What do you guys think is the better skin, the Dire skin or the Ice King skin? And obviously, don't just, I mean, you can comment below just for the sake of the video so I can like count up the people that did it, and I can show you guys in the next video. But also try to leave comments like actually explaining why, because I know some people just sort of say like, oh, this skin because the other skin sucks, you know. And I think you really have to go through why that's the case. Do you agree with me that they could have done the progression better with the Ice King skin? They could have done the colors better. They could have made the actual, you know, armor just more, I guess, fitting with the theme. I feel like this is just sort of an armored person. Like it could have been in like a medieval castle. Obviously you have like the ice things at the top, and I guess it sort of looks like this icy theme to some extent, but especially if you look at the ending one, it's like, okay, it's orange, and it just doesn't even, it literally, it doesn't look like an Ice King at all. It looks like a king of some lava world or of hell, or just, it doesn't really look like an Ice King skin at all at that point. So it really just doesn't really make sense as to why they would do that, especially making that its final, you know, form of that tier 100 skin. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys agree with me in that case. If you have any other reasons why you think maybe maybe you guys think the Ice King skin is better, definitely let me know why you think that way. Maybe you can change my mind. But I think for the most part, I'm gonna predict that most people think the Dire skin is better, has the best progression, has the best, skin, most unique skin, I would say. Ice King skin looks pretty similar to a lot of the other sort of armored skins, with slight changes, but a bit too similar for my liking. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, and that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later.